ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणी यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Yeah, Ani, go ahead.
Shri Bhagavanuvāca
Idam tu te guhyatamam
idam tu te guhyatamam
pravakshyamyanasuyave
pravakshamyanasuyave
jnanam vijnanasahitam
jnanam vijnanasahitam
yajñātvā mokṣyase shubhāt
yajñātvā mokṣyase shubhāt
rajavidya rajaguhyam
rajavidya rajaguhyam
pavitramidamuttamam
pavitramidamuttamam
pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam
pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam
susukham kartumavyayam.
susukham kartumavyayam.
Yeah. So we started the 9th chapter, the last class, and we noticed that the starting seems very similar to that of the start of the 7th chapter. So jnanam vijnana sahitam in the first shloka. So similar statement was there in the 7th chapter also. So it is good because if you see all the discussions, we are transitioning from Paroksha Ishvara to Aparoksha Ishvara. All along I've been thinking there is one God. Hinduism is polytheistic, some people say. Some people say Hinduism has one God. Some people as Hinduism is godless. They say all kinds of things about Hinduism. Am I not audible? Audible, okay. Okay. So many things are going on. And so just as we gain some clarity on this polytheism business and how We can have so many quote unquote devatas. Then from gods we move to devatas. And devata I can understand now. It's an archetype. And you take a particular aspect of creation and then look at the sanctity behind it, all the laws that are operating, that entire operating system of that particular aspect of the universe is a devata. We saw all that. And then after all that, now Paroksha Ishvara, all along the human being's idea is the world is separate from me. Nobody says the world is you. Nobody says the world is in you. Occasionally they say that. But so that is the transition we are seeing here. Paroksha Ishvara. Bhagavan is out there. He has created the world and he's watching the fun. And he's doing a pretty good job. Some people say he's made a mess of things, whatever. And fortunately, God is out there, so he can't hear me also. So we kept him safely away. But Krishna is saying, you have to bring him back here. Aparoksha Ishvara. Ishvara ko aparoksha karo. That is the idea here. Therefore, jnanam vijnana. We saw that in the last class. Okay. And pravakshami anasuyave. Anasuya. So this Atri Maharshi is there. I think Anasuya is the wife of Atri, if I'm right, correct? Atri. So Atri, Bhrigu, Kutsa, Vashishta, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angirasa, Rishaya. So Atri. Trayaha na vidyate yasmin iti Atri. Who is Atri? The one in whom this threefold Triputi is not there, it seems. Three means you can say Triguna. Three gunas are there, not there. So Shariram. So Shariratrayam not there. That means what? The one who has understood this magic and therefore has transcended, so to speak, the three gunas. That person is called Atri. And so the Patri has transcended all gunas, so he has no problems. Therefore, his wife cannot have anything to complain about him. Therefore, she is Anasuya. Correct? Anasuya. What is Anasuya? Pareshu Guneshu Dosha Darshanam. Right? So, finding fault in something or the other is called Asuya. So, she becomes Anasuya. Anyway, that is just by the way. Okay? And then Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Pavitra Vidamuttam. So, in the second shloka, he is giving some insights to this particular knowledge that he's going to talk about. And what are the insights he's given? First is Raja Vidya. Raja Vidya, it's the greatest of all knowledge, all fields of knowledge. And then what? Raja Guhyam, it is the greatest secret also. Okay. And then third one, Uttamam Pavitram. Uttamam Pavitram. It is the most auspicious, most sacred, liberating. Okay. And then Pratyakshavagamam. That also I think we saw that. Pratyakshavagamam. That knowledge is something that is not like any other knowledge which you can say, I have the knowledge of some object out there. No, it is not some object out there. It is out here. And it is the one who is studying this. It's the knowledge of that person. And so that is Pratyaksha. Shankaracharya says, Sukadehe iva. Pratyaksha means like happiness and sorrow. You can't say happiness is out there. You can't say sadness is out there. No, sadness is right here. Here, the sadness is there right in this place where the body is. That's where the sadness also is. So Sukadehe, he says like that. Pratyaksha. So this knowledge has to be like that, he says. And then Dharmyam, we also saw that. So Vaidikam, Dharmyam, Dharmat Anapetam, not transcending Dharma. Dharmat Anapetam. Okay, not transcending Dharma. Dharma here means Veda, not transcending the Vedic mandates. Okay. And the Vedas are given so much importance. You know why? I mean, every religion, their scripture is important, no doubt. But यहाँ पर a little more than that. Because this particular knowledge, you can't get it if the Vedas were not there. Correct? This is aparoksha jnanam. This is apaurusheya jnanam. And this aparoksha jnanam, nobody can even guess the equation between Bhagavan and Jiva. Even the guess is not possible. Even all the scriptures in the world you take and put together, they can't say. They can't say. They're all sending us far away. And this is only Shastram that talks about far away Ishvara and then talks about Aparoksha Ishvara also. Correct? Therefore, very important Veda in that, from that perspective also. And then we have to cover this thing. Susukam kartu abhyayam. Okay, this is where I think we left off. Sukham, easy. Sukham, easy. Susukam, very easy. Sukham is not happiness here. Easy. Susukam kartu. This particular knowledge is very easy, he says. Very easy. Or this path is very easy. Okay? Very easy. I think by now it should be clear to us why it's very easy. Because suppose you compare it to what is the next best thing to this particular Jivan Mukti. What is the next best thing? Next best thing is Krama Mukti. Not moksha in this life, but moksha in the next life. Next life means Brahma. They don't say you'll come back to be another human being and then you'll get moksha like that. He doesn't say. Nowhere it says, although later on in one of the shloka, Krishna seems to indicate that. But he says, Ushitva Shashvati Sama. You'll live many years somewhere else and then only you'll come back here, he says. But then, what next best thing is what? This Krama Mukti. So, Brahma Loka. So, but what are the requirements to go to Brahma Loka? I think all you have to do is go back to chapter 8 and then look up Modhnya Dhayatmanah Pranam. Yunjato Yoga Dharanam. Modhnya. So you have to focus on the nadis and then get all the energies and drive all the energies up the Sushumna Nadi. And then it has to go out through the Brahmarandra. All these things are there. These techniques are all there. All that has to be done. It's not going to be easy. You have to have a lot of training for all this. And before that training, you have the basics must be clear. One must be a karma yogi. And all this has to be done when in the deathbed. Okay? Prayana Kale. Correct? Not just any time. Not when I'm 30, 40 and all that. No, 30, 40 you can learn all this. But then at the time of the death, we are supposed to do this. So there is the requirements to go to Brahmaloka are quite strenuous, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Therefore, here Susukam, very easy compared to Krama Muktihi. Sushtu Sukham. And Ramaraya Kavi says Anayasam. Anayasam means, do you use the word Anayasam, any of you in your languages, mother tongue? Yeah, Ani says yes, and Telugu, Kannada, everybody says yes. Anayasam. Anayasama irukku. And here, even Tamil also they say that. Anayasam. Anayasam means Ayasa, Prayatna, Katinatvam is there. Anayasam. Easy. Without any difficulty. Okay. So that's good, encouraging, right? A little bit, oh, not bad. At least Krishna is once in a while. At least he should say it's easy. And we've been, we're already into this now, and so it's good to hear this once in a while. Effortless, yeah. Hari is saying effortless. Okay. Now effort has to be put. I won't say effortless and all that. Okay. I'm a bit careful about what words I use, and so that's why sometimes I think about it. Effortless. The Chodo, Bhagavan will take care of me. This Chodo, Bhagavan will take care of me. I don't believe in all that. And so, I was having this argument with my father this morning at 4 o'clock. He fell down again. And he fell down. Just a miracle is big injury didn't happen. And some discussion. Then, yeah, God is there, He will take care of me, he said. I said, God is there, correct. That's why He gave you a buddhi. And this buddhi has to be used. And He wanted us to use our buddhi. That is His way of helping us. And you say, I won't use my buddhi and God will take care of me. God will not take care of me. This is the argument I had. You were at 4 o'clock in the morning. God will not take care of you. This is the argument. Okay. So, susukham. Okay. With some effort. Effort is definitely uddhared atman atmanam. All that is there. Okay. And so otherwise we won't have all those statements. Okay. Avyayam. Avyayam. Okay. Jaya. Jaya is the word there. Avyayam does not decline, does not perish, etc. What does not perish here? Okay, the knowledge has to stay with me. That is one thing. But the result of knowledge, see, I am not studying this just for the sake of studying this. There are so many things to study, and what is all this? So much Sanskrit is involved, and so much sitting around, and so many things that are new and everything. There is only one reason for it. The human being is fundamentally a bhokta. Bhokta means what? Enjoyer. Okay, Manjula ji is saying God will take care of those who take care of themselves. Okay. I think that's a fair statement. What is that statement we have in Sanskrit? Buddhi Shakti Parakramaha Shadete Yatra Vartante Tatra Devaha Sahayakrit. Okay. I'm not able to get the first few through two words are there. Buddhi Shakti Parakramaha. All these things must be there. 6 things must be there. And this Shadete Yatra Vartante, these 6 where they are present, where there only Devaha Sahayakrit. Only there God comes and helps, it seems. And so that's good. So here, what does not decline, what does not perish? Okay. Fundamentally, the human being is a bhokta. Bhokta means I want to be happy. Fundamentally, I want to be happy. Then kartrutvam only comes later. Okay, doership comes later. First, I am an enjoyer. Am I enjoying or not? No, I'm not enjoying. Why I'm not enjoying? Because of all these mosquitoes. Okay, what do I do next? I have to do something. Okay, I have now I have to do something. Correct? I'm not enjoying now, therefore I must do something. This is what it is. And so fundamentally bhokta. And therefore, phala drishya, there is always a phalam that I look forward to. There is a result. I'm this human being, any being, not just human, even animals. There is always a drishti. Phalam is required. What do I get out of it? And so I want to be happy in the end. Okay, good. And so phala drishtiya imperishable. The fruit, uddimam sahasam dhairyam buddhi shakti parakrama. Correct. Raghavan, good job. Impressed. Uddimam sahasam dhairyam buddhi shakti parakrama shadete yatra vartante tatra devaha sahaya krit. Okay, uddimam, effort, etc. Okay. So this phalam, what is the result of this knowledge? I'm studying all these things means there must be something, and that something, that benefit must be there, and the benefit cannot be perishable. It is not like any other benefit I get. Okay, I get a promotion. Promotion also, demotion is possible. And demotion is not possible. Next promotion you'll be waiting. And next promotion may or may not come. And so this problem is constantly there. And I have to secure everything. Whatever I get, I have to secure. Here there is no security and all that. Once the knowledge is there, once the Swarupa of the Jagat, Swarupa of Ishvara and Swarupa of Jiva are clear as daylight. After that, there is no Vyaya possible. Vyaya is not possible. So, Avyayam. Susukam Kartum, Avyayam. Permanent benefit. Unlike going to a loka. Going to a loka, it appears permanent, but no existence in loka is going to be permanent. Because loka itself is not permanent. How can I be there permanently? Loka itself is not permanent. So I can't be there permanently in a place that is temporary. Not possible. Okay. So therefore, those are the various things he said in this particular shloka. Various attributes of the uniqueness of this knowledge, okay, or various facets of this knowledge. So I'm going to translate this second shloka now. Okay. This is the king of all knowledge. You have to change the English the way you would like. Okay. This is the king of all knowledge, comma, the king of all secrets, king of all knowledge. I don't know that I like that phrase or not, but that's how it's written here. So I'm going to read that out. Okay, this is the king of all knowledge, comma, the king of secrets, comma, the greatest purifier, comma, directly appreciated, comma, not opposed to dharma. See, those days, dharma means Veda. There is no other meaning of dharma. Everything comes under the banner of Veda. So anyway, not opposed to dharma, comma, easy to accomplish. Easy to accomplish. And imperishable. And imperishable. So let me read this again. This is the king of all knowledge, comma, the king of secrets, comma, the greatest purifier, comma, directly appreciated, comma, not opposed to dharma, comma, easy to accomplish and imperishable. Okay? Yeah. So let's chant the next one. Shloka number 3. Yeah. Who is next? We started with the A now.
Bhagyaji, Bhagyaji.
Yeah. Good. अश्रद्धधानाः पुरुषाः
अश्रद्धदानाः पुरुषाः
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
अश्रद्धधानाः पुरुषाः
अश्रद्धदानाः पुरुषाः
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि.
So he's talking about Purushaha, people who are Ashraddha Dana. Means people who do not have Shraddha. What does it mean? Who do not display Shraddha. Shrat Dhadatu, Shanach, Sanskrit student, Shanach. So present continuous. Okay. So Atmanepadi, etc. So Ashraddha Dana. So those who don't have Shraddha in this. And this teaching which is given free, Shraddha is not there. So here Swamiji talks about this free things, things that are given out free. Okay. So just imagine some courses of IT people are constantly studying. They're not studying Shastra. They're studying these languages. this Java and this and that, plus plus and C plus plus those days, we keep on studying. And so some technology is constantly changing. Nothing as fast as in IT. And so some courses offered 1 day course, 2 day course, 3 day course. And then there are always buyers for that. And there's a big queue. Suppose there is another course. Suppose somebody offers a course like this, okay? Investing in the post-pandemic world. Okay? Now, it's an interesting title because investing, but post-pandemic world, yeah, I think a lot of things have changed. And so many things are happening and it's all in a state of flux. And so, yeah, I think I need to know how to do this. And so attractive. And then special speaker, okay? Keynote speaker, Dr. Jaykumar, okay? And then Vedanta and psychology expert. And then why? What is the connection between all this? No. This investment is all. This whole stock market is based on fear and greed. Greed, fear. So much psychology is involved. So really, we have to listen to psychologists. And so listen to psychologists in the next. If you have never done this before, listen. And then only 20,000 rupees, 2 days. Grand Sheraton spa and resort. I'm trying to recall all these words. I used to see all these brochures. They used to come. These days, I don't get any brochures. I think they have forgotten me. I think. This fellow is of no use to us. Okay. So, Grand Sheraton Spa and Resort, or Resort and Spa, whatever. And then beautiful brochure. And there is nothing about investment. There's all swimming pool and then nice lights and then palm trees. I don't know why they put palm trees in these hotels. There's something to do with. I think what people like palm trees or what? I don't know. So palm trees, I think, must have some special attraction. So palm trees, everything, and then a lot of people sign up for that. A lot of shraddha is there. 20,000 rupees means you are going to get something out of it. Okay, lunch is free, food is taken care of, and then this and that. And then they will have pictures of rooms also. How the rooms look, how the room is important for us, very important. Faucets, and then these wash basins are all like brass color wash basin. All this hemispherical. They have made it into such a thing. You can't take your eyes off of these things. And so this is what people are looking for, my dear Arjuna. You offer them a free course on Vedanta and all that. It's not going to work. In fact, a couple of my friends here, three or four of friends here, told me, Jaykumarji, you must charge for your classes. I got this advice. And I said, you know what? This is the tradition. We have to protect this tradition. This knowledge cannot be sold. In fact, when we advertise these Sanskrit classes, okay, and I was trying to find a way to discourage frivolous registration. People register because it's free, and yeah, I love Sanskrit, so register, and then no show. Register, no show. And then we have to plan around all these things, teachers and grading and all these discussions are going on. And then half the people don't show up. And so I said, okay, they will put some registration fee and 108 rupees. Okay. We cannot become millionaires with 108 rupees. Nothing. Just some token. The person has to go and they have to do something. Login, net banking, some UPI, something they have to do. And at least they have to think, oh, should I have to go through this? You have to spend 10 minutes registering for this course. At least that thought I wanted them to get. Okay. And then I got a call. Swamiji's in the class. He's saying, Jaykumarji, I'm going to tell you something. Don't mistake me. He said, you did a mistake. You should not have charged 108 rupees. I was about to argue with Swamiji. Then I said, I'll keep quiet. Our tradition, Swamiji's tradition, they will never allow this kinds of, not acceptable at all. This charging and all. Not acceptable. So we have to rethink. Our Sanskrit people, I think I need their help. Next time when we do this, we have to find a better way. The charging is not acceptable. So that's how it is. And so it's something offered free. Swamiji gives another example. He says, this example of this, not a glamorous example, okay? It's about this Kanya Danam, dowry and all that, okay? And they call it dowry. I don't like that word at all. But it's Kanya Danam, it's Varadakshina, etc. is there. And there's a beautiful significance to all that. But dowry, suppose somebody says, the boy, what kind of boy did you get? Your daughter got. Boy is, got a great job in an MNC and all that. They're not even taking any dakshina, varadakshina. They don't want. Then word will go around. Oh, MNC, traveled all over the world. No varadakshina. Something must be wrong with the boy. Correct? Something must be wrong with the boy. Why they should not take any the varadakshina? The girls are a wealthy family. It's not like they're paupers. They're wealthy. Something must be wrong. So word will go around. Something must be wrong with the boy. Why? Because it's free. This free idea, they don't stick at all. You have to just charge a lot of money. Only then I think people will believe in these kinds of things. But anyway, we are not going to change just because people think like that. Okay, so Ashraddha Dhana.
Make it a refundable deposit.
Refundable. Try that. Okay, I don't know how that is going to work. And so therefore, Ashraddha Dhanaha, Purushaha, and these free items don't have any glamour, I think. That's what it is. And how can something free be of such great help? Such great benefit, correct? I mean, that's our thinking basically. 1 rupee, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, I can appreciate the value. And the value of 5 rupees is what? Value of 1 rupee and value of 0. No value. 0 has no value. Okay. And which is true. After this Vedanta study also, what value will you get? Nothing. Swami would say, before you came to the course also, your pocket was empty. After the course also, your pocket will be empty. And it will be empty for some longer time also. Because previously you had some fire in you and you wanted to work and all that. After this course, then you will say, nah, I manage with what I have. So that also is gone. And so, asya dharmasya, okay, dharmasya. Here dharma does not mean this dharmartha kama dharma. It means asya vedantasya, asya jnanasya, asya brahma vidyayaha. Okay. Okay, so it seems that I get a message. Satish ji is saying it seems that bitter god went to take bath in Ganga. It seems to purify itself, and then it comes back and it still remains bitter. It seems. Our students are getting pretty smart. I mean, they are a very knowledgeable group here that I have. Okay.
But Ganga became bitter.
Ganga. No, Ganga to Ganga Mata hai. She is the purifier, greatest purifier. Okay. So asya dharmasya. So asya dharmasya. Asya dharmasya aprapya mam aprapya. So asya dharmasya shraddha dana. They don't have shraddha in this dharma. My dear Arjuna, they don't have shraddha. Mam aprapya. Not gaining me. Okay. Not gaining me. And they think gaining me means going to my loka. No, I have come here to teach everybody, and finally you are the one who's learning from me. So it's very interesting. This particular avatara is a very interesting avatar. Only one person taught by Krishna, right? And Jagat Guru. Therefore, Jagat Guru also. It's just amazing how the way things work out. And aprapya mam. So prapima means ajñatva, not knowing oneself, which is why I was really born here, to know myself. And so our famous Annamacharya, I love this. Telisite mokshamu తెలియకున్న బంధం. Okay, తెలిసితే మోక్షం. If you know it, you got moksha. తెలియకున్న, if you don't know it, bandhamu, continue to be bound. Okay, and Annamacharya lived, 600 years ago. I think so, 1400, I think, sometime like that he was there. That song, 600 years ago, he writes the song, we are still singing it. Can you believe this culture, how it works? And he said it, how did he get it? Well, he's a jnani, no doubt, but Kenopanishad also says that. Ihached avedit atha satyam asti, nachediha vedin mahati vinashtihi. Ihached avedit, if you knew it, if you know it now, atha satyam asti. Satyam means you got what is to be known. Satyam, you are Satyam, and the knowledge is Satyam, and you have understood Satyam. Okay. Nached ihavedi, nached, if not, mahati vinashtihi. Mahati vinashtihi, the greatest loss. Kenopanishad says this. What a statement it is. Mahati vinashtihi. Therefore, aprapya, mam aprapya, not gaining me, nivartante. Nivartante. In the past shlokas that we studied, nivartante means what? Nischayena vartante. And so they return back to Martya Loka, right? That is the meaning in the past chapter. But here it doesn't mean returning back. It can mean, but continues the existence. Nischayena vartante. That's the way to look at it. Nischayena vrit, to continue, exist. And nischayena, continues to exist. Okay, continues to exist. As a jiva, continues to exist as a jiva. And so it means rebirth, etc. All that is there. Okay. And what kind of returning back, what kind of nivartante? Mrityu samsara vartmani. Mrityu samsara vartmani. So most of these words, mrityu, samsara. Vartma is a word. Okay, vartma. How many of you remember we encountered the word vartma somewhere? In Bhagavad Gita itself. Yadi hyaham na varteyam jatu karmanya tandritaha mama vartmanu vartante manushyav partha sarvashaha. Okay, mama vartman. This is 3rd chapter. Look up 23. 3:23. Mama vartmanu vartante. There he says. He says, Yadi hyaham na varteyam. If I don't act, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, hey Arjuna. See, Arjuna is supposed to, his job is to wage this war, fight the battle, lead the war. And he says, think about me. He says, me, Krishna, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, Yadi aham na varteyam, jatu karmanya tandritaha, in whatever role I have, if I become lazy, tandritaha means lazy, atandritaha, not being lazy. If I don't do what I'm supposed to do, then what? Mama vartma anuvartante. Manushyaha. People will follow. People will follow what I do. Which means if I don't do my duty, people will follow me exactly. They will quote me. He did not do. Therefore, why should he? They will quote me like that. Okay. And so Vartma, their Vartma means what? They will take me as a role model. Correct? Somebody is unmuted. Yeah, Ramesh Krishnamurthy, mute yourself. So Mama Vartma. Vartma means me, my life, my journey. Okay. Ayanam. Mama Vartma anuvartante. There. यहाँ पर क्या है? मृत्यु संसार वर्तमा. So that travel, which is called samsara, that famous travel called samsara, correct? Which has mrityu in it. Mrityu yukta samsara. Okay, a samsara is okay, but for death, I wish this death was not there. That would have been nice, I think, correct? So that would be interesting life without death. That would be nice. But unfortunately, mrityu is there. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, doshanu, darshanam. So that mrityu samsara vartmani, okay, vartman, napumsakalingam, nakaranta napumsakalingam, like karman, karma, karmani, karmani, like that here also. Vartma, vartmani, vartmani, okay, napumsakam. So, and there is another shloka also we saw, 4:11. 4:11, ye yatha mam prapadyante, tams tathaiva bhajamyaham, mama vartmanu vartante, manushya partha sarvashaha. That mama vartmanu, twice it happens. The same sentence appears two times. Okay? And so that's why when sometimes fear is qualified like that. Mortally afraid. Mortally afraid means what? There can't be a fear greater than mortal fear. Fear of mortality comes. Oh, I'm about to die. That's the kind of fear. Whether it's a snake or somebody is just pointing a gun or somebody is doing this, mortal fear means that not an ordinary fear. Anyway, so that's a mrityu samsara vartmani. So let's translate this. I think we've covered all the words in this shloka. Parantapa, paran shatrun tapayati iti parantapa. One who gives a hard time to all enemies. Okay, paran shatrun tapayati. Who tortures all enemies, it seems. That is the way to parantapa. What a name it is. Okay, those people who have no shraddha in this self-knowledge, those people who have no shraddha in this self-knowledge, okay. So I'm looking at Swami Puja Swamiji's translation. I'm just repeating that, okay. Kama, Arjuna, Kama, not gaining me, comma, not gaining me with an uppercase M, remain on the road of samsara. Sometimes return, they say, but remain on the return means only if you leave samsara, you have to return. But if I don't leave samsara, there's no return, really speaking. Remain on the road of samsara, comma, which is fraught with death. Fraught is an interesting word, which is fraught with death. Fraught. Fraught with death. Full stop. Those people who have no shraddha in this self-knowledge, comma, Arjuna, comma, not gaining me, comma, remain on the road of samsara, comma, which is fraught with death. Okay. Let's chant the next shloka, 8.4. Okay. Bhagya. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
I am unmuted.
Bhagya Ramesh. Okay. Maya tatamidam sarvam
Maya tatamidam sarvam
jagadavyaktamurtina
jagadavyaktamurtina
matsthani sarvabhutani
matstani sarvabhutani
nachaham teshvavasthitaha.
nachaham teshvavastitaha
Maya tatamidam sarvam
maya tatamidam sarvam
jagadavyaktamurtina
jagadavyaktamurtina
matsthani sarvabhutani
matstani sarvabhutani
nachaham teshvavasthitah.
न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः.
These 7 shlokas starting from number 4, Maya Tatabidam. most important section of this chapter and a most important section of the entire Bhagavad Gita also. It gives us the essence of the Upanishads. And a very beautiful statement, well stated, often quoted also. When we study the Bhagavad Gita or other texts, we quote this, we quote it, we can recollect when Bhashikara or somebody is saying something in a text, then we recall, we quote this, slokas like this. Okay? So, avyaktam, the idea of avyaktam is brought again here. Avyaktam. So, Saguna Brahma Ishvara. Bhagavan with a form. Bhagavan with attributes, with qualities. Krishna is Bhagavan with qualities, Sagunam Brahma. Rama, identical. Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, Bhagavan with qualities, with a form and with qualities. Why? Because that is true and that is what we need. That's what we need. We need something to objectify. We need something to offer something to. Something tangible is needed. This tangibility is important. And so our rishis have given us all these devatas they've given, and they've given so many beautiful names, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and all that. And so it's been coming down like this for how long we don't know. We don't know this. And they're all Vyakta. Vyakta means what? Vyakta means something that has either a sound, Shabda, or what? Either a Rupa, or either a Sparsha, a touch, Rupa, a form, or a Rasa, a taste, or Gandha, a smell. One of these five has to be there for anything that has to be objectified. Well, no. That is only the five sense organs are objectifying. But I can close my eyes and I'm doing dhyanam. Dhyanam means not the Shastra dhyanam. I'm thinking of all my family and relatives. The program is coming up. And so I'm going to be meeting all of them. And so I'm thinking of all of them. I'm not using my eyes. I'm not hearing anything. Nothing is touching me. I'm not smelling or tasting anything, but still there is so much thought going on. Yeah, thought. That is why this antakaranam is there. So include antakaranam along with these five senses, and then through that, whatever I can objectify is called vyaktam, or it's called indriya gocharam. Indriya gocharam. If you have not used the word, I'm introducing it now. Indriya gocharam, very popularly used in our Shastra. Indriya gocharam means objectified by the senses, grasped by the senses. Gocharam means grasped. Gocharam is a very interesting word. Go is guy, is cow. And charna, charati, the cow is grazing, Gochara appears like cow is grazing. Yeah, that is what it is. These senses, gavaha, go means indriyani. Okay. Gavaha means indriyani. Go means indriyam. And indriyani charanti yasmin. And that in which the sense organs roam about. That in which the sense organs play. That in which the sense organs just freely roam about. Okay. It's called gocharaha, which means every object of senses, sense objects, which means the entire world. Correct? That is called gocharam. Indriya gocharam, just to be more specific, indriya gocharam, we don't have to say indriya gocharam because go itself means indriya. So indriya gocharam, and that vyaktam is indriya gocharam. And then, but then here Bhagavan Sri Krishna is bringing us to avyaktam. Aprapya mam, he said in the previous sloka. Mam aprapya means my real nature aprapya. Mama para prakritim aprapya. Like 7th chapter para prakritihi. Right? So, Aprapi. So therefore we are now talking about Nirgunam Ishvara, that is Avyakta Ishvaraha. Okay, and then we have this. That is what the Upanishad talks about. Ashabdam, Asparsham, Avyayam, Arupam, Agandavachayat, and then Tatharasam, etc. Tatharasam, something else happened. What is it? Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, Avyayam, Tatharasam, Nityam, Agandavachayat. Correct. So that Atma, which is not accessible to any of our sense organs. The only thing that is not accessible to our sense organs is the self. Even God is accessible because you only said God is in heaven. That means heaven is accessible because you have an idea of heaven, that is heaven, and God is in heaven, and we have all these beautiful forms of God in heaven also. Vishnu is sleeping on a big serpent. Okay, so my hope is I will see, when I go to heaven, I am going to see Vishnu there. Otherwise, I will be very disappointed. I did not get the value for my money. What happened to all the puja and prarthana I did? That's what I'll complain when I go to heaven. What happened? Where is Vishnu? Vishnu is not there here. Where is he gone? He's gone to earth. What? I'm coming all the way from earth. You are telling Vishnu has gone to earth? No, he had some urgent work to do. How will you feel? Hey, this is
You
all.
will be another Nachiketa.
Huh?
You will be like another Nachiketa.
Nachiketa, long way for us to become Nachiketa. I mean, we are already Nachiketa, no doubt. But this is the argument I'll have with Vishnu. Unfair. Where is the Supreme Court? Chalo, I have to go to Supreme Court. Get me some lawyers, Vishnu. I want to file a lawsuit against you. This is what will happen. Because this is our thinking is not going, just by going to heaven. How is our thinking going to change? This setup is new, all things are new, you'll be floating and all that. Okay. But my thinking nobody can change. Even God cannot change my thinking. Not possible. And so, therefore, this therefore that God, why I said all this, that God is also objectified. It is an object of my mind, my imagination, based on what the Shastras told me. He has a form. Yaktam. I've given him a form. I've kept him in a place called Vaikunta or Kailasa. I've kept him in a place. Therefore, limited form, everything is there. And heaven is also, it is going to, a lot of perfume will be there, I'm sure. And people like me will suffer in heaven because I cannot handle perfume. And those who love perfume, I think it's real heaven. Okay. Okay. I'm the one who will say, oh, do something about it. Give me a mask or something, Do you have masks in heaven, this ultra pure micro pore mask and all that, so which can filter all these perfumes. I like that. So that objectified. I have made God into an objectifiable God. That God, Krishna is saying. Krishna is going to say, Upanishad is going to say, you know what he's going to say? Upanishad, beautiful statement. You want to know this? I've so quoted it once. Okay. Yen manasa na manute. Yen manasa na manute. That which cannot be objectified by the mind, thought about by the mind. Yen manasa na manute. Yat manasa na manute. Yena ahuhu mano matam. Yena, that by which the mind is able to think, the mind is able to do whatever it can do. That by which the mind is able to do whatever it does. Okay? Tadeva Brahma Tvam Vidhi. That alone is Brahma Tvam Vidhi. May you understand that. And then last pada is there. Not pada. Nedam yadidam upasate. Na idam yat idam upasate. Not those that people worship. Not that which people worship. Can you believe the statement from the Vedas? Brahma is not the thing that people worship. That's what he said. That means what? That means you have to come back to the self. Yen manasa na manute. That is the key there. And so I can see everything in this world, including God in heaven, I can see. But the only thing I can't see is myself. And so that I, aprapya mam there, he's referring to aprapya mam, aprapya aham, aham aprapya, atmanam aprapya, correct? And so therefore, if somebody says, Swami Paramarthanandaji says, I got the darshan of God. I got Bhagavan's darshan. If somebody says, Swamiji says, yeah, we will do namaskar to him, we will congratulate him. You know, you are blessed, so blessed, we will say all that. But from our perspective, that God is an objectifiable God. Nedam yadidam upasate. It's good. You made this. Seeing God is not possible unless some upasana is done. The person is obviously very disciplined and all that. I also want to be like that person. But God cannot be made paroksha. He has made God paroksha. And that person also has to go to the next step. Next step. Mam iti vidhi. Tvameva aham iti vidhi. Okay. So that has to happen. And therefore, when we say Krishna Murti, Rama Murti and all that, there are Murtis, correct? There are Murti, a form of Bhagavan. Yes, very important form for us. Very, 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 very important form for us. But Murti, Vyaktam, Vyaktam, a form. And so from the form only, I can approach the formless. Through form only, I can approach the formless. Correct? Which is what the Vedas is doing to us, which is what the Bhagavad Gita is doing to us, which is what the teaching is doing to us. Correct? And so, so this is the first aspect of Bhagavan, of Ishvara that Krishna is going to talk about in this chapter. Avyakta Bhutam. Avyakta Bhuta Ishvaraha. Avyakta Bhuta Ishvaraha. Then the second aspect is Avyaktam has been mentioned in this shloka. Jagad Avyakta Murtina Avyaktam. Second aspect is this tatam, maya tatam, the second word, tatam. Tatam means vyaptam. Vyaptam. Vyaptam means spread. Maya, the entire jagat, sarvamidam jagat, maya tatam, pervaded. Pervaded by me. That's what he says. Pervaded by me. Tatam means vyaptam. So Sanskrit students, tan dhatu. Tan. So tanadigana. Eighth gana. Tanadigana. First dhatu is tan there. And vistare. Tan vistare. Tanoti. Stretching, expanding, spreading. That is the meaning of that. Tan dhatu. And this santati, the word santati also comes from this tanadhatu. Santati. Santati means what? A flow, a pravaha, flow, a continuous flow. Santati. Samyak tanoti. Iti santatihi. Like that. Okay. So anyway, we will, I think the time is up here. This shloka number 4 is the beginning of a series of shlokas where Bhagavan is going to tell us more about himself, his nature, Bhagavan's nature, which is not going to look like the descriptions given on TV about Vaikuntha and all this Golok Vrindavan. Okay, I'm just telling you right away, because if you think some major descriptions of Dandiya and all is going to come, Dandiya will not come. Okay. So we have grown out of Dandiya. That is the meaning. Dandiya, we love Dandiya. No problem with loving Dandiya. Okay. I don't know how they came up with all these things. We love everything, but we have to grow out of that. That's the idea. Correct? Okay. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ